The budget states, and I quote, "The overall impact of new spending decisions in this budget is an improvement to the bottom line of $404 million over 4 years to 2021-22. However, in 2017-18, this current year, the overall impact of new spending decisions in the budget is a deterioration to the bottom line of $1.62 billion. So the overall impact of new spending decisions in the budget is a $1.216 billion deterioration over 5 years to 2021-22. So how is this consistent with the fiscal strategy of more than offsetting spending decisions by reductions in spending elsewhere in the budget?
Fiscal strategy for the 2018-19 forward estimates, of course, applies to the 4 years from 2018-19 onwards.
So I referred to the reprofiling of Defence Department expenditure. It involved $488 million being withdrawn from the department over the 4 years, 21-22 million being provided to the Defence Department in 2017-2018. Now, can the Defence Department have spent that $500 million by the 30th of June this year? I'd like you to tell me that that $500 million that you brought forward to this current financial year, and then you're showing in the next subsequent 4 years, is most of it's is showing a decline in almost the same amount, is not just an accounting exercise to show that you are reducing expenditure, but actually the Defence Department wants that money this year.
I mean, this is a reflection of the funding requirements of an important department of the Commonwealth.
Okay, all right, well, let me continue. The budget also included spending of $199 million before the 30th of June on the National Research Infrastructure Investment Plan. So, once again, the question is, how much of this $199 million will the Department of Education and Training spend by the 30th of June? And how is that, what purpose was achieved by bringing it into this current financial year, which is nearly at an end, rather than spreading it out over the subsequent 4 years? Did they need it this year? In the budget, there is also spending, and this one has been canvassed in estimates this week already, the spending of $444 million on, before the 30th of June, on the Great Barrier Reef 2050 Partnership Program, then be spent over the subsequent 7 years. So what objective was achieved by front-loading that spending in this current year rather than spreading it out over the period during which it will be done? There's a provision in the budget for $70 million to be spent before the 30th of June on Australia's supercomputing infrastructure. How much of this $70 million will the Department of Industry, Innovation and Science spend by the 30th of June? Can you tell me that this spending by the 30th of June produces a superior outcome for the Commonwealth than spending it after the 30th of June?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
So you're quite adamant that there's none of those examples that I gave you were brought forward for the purpose of showing that in subsequent years spending declines?
All of these decisions have been made in pursuit of the public interest, based on making sure that funding is provided consistent with requirements.
Yeah, that wasn't my question though. My question was, are you assuring me that this funding, these additional amounts in this budget to be allocated by the 30th, allocated on the basis of policy decisions rather than in order to show that subsequent 4 years, the forward estimates, spending will actually decline?
These were all decisions that were based on the policy considerations of the government. I can absolutely assure you.